Hi, everyone. My name is Randy Lip, and I wanted to share with you today a little information about my Qigong recovery group that is exclusively for partners of sex addicts. Qigong is an ancient form of a moving meditation that originated in China. It's kind of the grandfather, if you will, of martial arts and Tai Chi, if those are familiar to you. And it's a way of reconnecting with our body and activating the energy that's in our bodies and connecting to the energy that's all around us. One of the things that happens to us as partners of sex addicts is we often get very dissociated from our bodies, checked out, in other words. So this is a practice that really helps connect heart, mind, body together, reuniting as one. This practice saved me. Thank goodness I had this practice when I had the disclosure. So Qigong is a series of movements, visualization, and sound. So those are the three ways that we induce or connect with the qi. Qi means energy, and energy is all around us. Everything is energy. People ask, what is qi? Everything is qi. Qi is everything. So the movements are fairly simple movements, and everything that we do can be modified. So if we're doing a movement that is typically done standing, you can also do it seated, and we can modify everything so that it's comfortable for everybody. So everyone can do Qigong. And that is my heart's desire, is to share this practice with everyone. And so I'm a Qigong teacher. I'm certified in the lineage of Master Ming Tong Gu. This style of Qigong is called Wisdom Healing Qigong, and it originated in China from Zhenan Qigong that was founded by Dr. Peng Ming. There's a lot of history around the Qigong. I'd be happy to share more of that at any time if anybody's interested. What I wanted to share with you today is a little bit more about what the group would be like. So we meet on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock. We can either meet online like this, using the technology of Zoom. It's like you're here in my Qigong room with me. Or if you live locally in Sonoma County, you can come to my house in person and participate in that way. So whatever works better for you, or some combination thereof, it's all equally good. The first 45 minutes of the class is dedicated to Qigong. So we come in, we begin right away doing Qigong, and I will guide you through these, series of movement, sound, and visualizations to help you reconnect with your body and to help you heal the wounds of betrayal. So the other hat that I wear is I'm a cancer journey coach. And not only do we coach people that are on a journey with cancer, but we coach anyone who's having an unexpected journey in life. And as a partner of a sex addict, I would certainly say that was likely a very unexpected journey. I know it was for me. So I have that training, which is amazing. I absolutely love doing that work. So the combination of the Qigong and the coaching is really dynamic. So I look forward to helping and supporting people in that way also. As a member of the class, you get a free coaching session with me as well, an individual session. So after we do our 45 minutes of Qigong, we take a little 5-minute potty break, and then we move into the dining room if you're here live, and we have a little salad potluck where I provide the organic greens and homemade salad dressings, and then everyone else brings things to share to go on the salads. So whatever kind of veggies or whatever people want to put on their salads. And it's a fun time for fellowship and doing recovery work. So the books that we use in this group, we use either the Partners Recovery Guide. This is by Douglas White. He's a PhD psychologist in Colorado Springs. And so this is Partners Recovery Guide. And then the partner book to that one is Beyond Love. So these two books go together. And these are specifically addressing the issues of being the partner of a sex addict. Now, if you're in a situation where, say, your husband has been sober from his sexual acting out behaviors for a number of years, and yet you're still not able to achieve any real intimacy, there's no connection, then there's a different set of workbooks that I would recommend for you, also by Doug Weiss, and those are called Married and Alone. And there's 2 workbooks that you would want to get to work in those workbooks. So whichever set you're using as a group, we would support you in your journey there. So once we get our food at the table and so forth, then we would do our check-in. So everyone will have a check-in sheet like this. And I'll just go through this as though I were checking in for my group. Hi, my name is Randy, and I'm in group because I'm a partner of a recovering sex addict. I am healing from trauma of betrayal, controlling, and mothering. I used to have a lot more things in that category. This week for recovery work, I completed exercise 34 and I started my step 3. I feel encouraged about my recovery today. My acting out behaviors, I did not have any acting out behaviors. Acting in behaviors, I did not have any acting in behaviors. So acting out behaviors are usually behaviors that we as partners do, usually towards our husband, our sex addict that we're living with. And the acting in behaviors are usually things that we do to ourselves. Either way, the acting out or the acting in behaviors, they are behaviors that are blocking us from progressing on our recovery journey. So to help us shift out of these destructive patterns of behavior, we generally recommend that you give yourself a consequence. So if you're having acting out behaviors or acting in behaviors, you give yourself a consequence. Some of the consequences that I have used in the past were no jewelry for a week, no makeup for a specified period of time, no coffee, whatever it might be. So you can work that part out for yourself. Then next page of the check-in, we do the feelings exercise. So you just run your finger over this sheet that has lists of feelings on there. And the purpose of this is just to help us get really connected and have a better vocabulary for expressing our feelings. So I got moody. I feel moody when I get overheated and I'm trying to accomplish a task like cooking or gardening or something. I first remember feeling moody. Now I'm going to try to come up with one before the age of 18. I first remember feeling moody when I was a kid and my chore was doing the dishes after dinner, and I didn't always want to do it. So I sometimes felt moody there. My 6 commitments for recovery this week. So these 6 commitments, the goal is to go for 7 out of 7. So let's see. So pray in the morning, I did 5 out of 7. Read recovery material, I did 4 out of 7. Call group members, 4 out of 7. Recovery meetings or groups, a minimum of 1 weekly out of 2 this week. Pray in the evening, 4 out of 7, and Qigong practice, 7 out of 7. Boundary I'm currently working on. I don't have any current boundaries that I have. My boundaries are pretty much in place, but there's nothing up with the boundaries. If you're doing dailies at home, I will tell you more about that when you're in group. And then if there's something that you would like feedback on, like say, for example, there's a situation coming up, the in-laws are coming, and I'm concerned about how we're going to manage TV and things like that. So if there's some issue that you're concerned about, then let us know that you have something that you want feedback on. And then after everyone checks in, we'll circle back around and you'll have a chance to get some feedback on that. My self-care this week, for me, Qigong covers most of my self-care, spiritual, physical, emotional, and personal. It's all covered by doing Qigong for me. What I like about myself today is my willingness to learn new things and my willingness to acknowledge when I'm wrong. My goal for next week, it would be which check-in areas can I work to improve. That might be increasing the number of calls that I make. So that's how we do our check-in. Then after each person checks in, we try to give about 5 minutes per person for check-in. Then we go back and we see who has work that they need to share. I will have written all that down after the check-in, and who needs feedback on an issue that's happening at home. And we'll try to prioritize the urgency around those things. And then if there's time, everyone will have a moment to share. And if not, so occasionally we might have to carry some work over to the next meeting to be able to share. There's an amazing gift in the process of sharing your work, both in having trusted, safe people witness you in your work and in your growth, and also having that opportunity to witness for other people. So it's a really powerful group that I started offering this back in October of 2015, and everyone who's taken this class has really had very positive feedback, and everyone has benefited tremendously. So I encourage you to check it out. If you have any questions for me, shoot me an email. My email address is Coach Randy. So Coach, C-O-A-C-H, Randy, R-H-A-N-D-E-E @gmail.com. Send me an email and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. I'd love to have you in group. I have a minimum of 4 people in the group and a maximum of 6. So I do keep the group small so that everyone who wants to share hopefully has time to do that. All right. So I look forward to seeing you in group. And again, shoot me an email if you have any questions. Thank you so much.